What's going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP and cryptocurrency update. This video is an absolute must-see. We're going to be diving into the XRP price chart, the Bitcoin price chart, the Ethereum price chart, looking at previous Bitcoin cycles and these bullish cycles to get an idea or an estimate on where we could be. Will we have a blow-off top moment? Will alt season last until 2022? We're going to dive into it in this video. We're also going to be talking about some of the growth we've seen in the decentralized exchange trading volume and Ripple's swell global 2021 schedule that is just 4 days away. Let's kick it off. Okay, so let's kick it off. We have the Bitcoin price chart up top here on the daily time frame, and we have Ethereum just underneath it. Notice Bitcoin starts in 2011 on this chart all the way up until present day, and we have Ethereum 2016 and its 2017 run-up that seems to be mimicking exactly how Bitcoin did in fact run up from 2011 up until the top of 2013 during this cycle. Now, something interesting to note is I'm just sizing it up as best as I can. And Real Vision Finance is forecasting that Ethereum is following exactly what Bitcoin did in 2017, meaning this run up in 2017 appears to be what ETH is following today. Pretty interesting. Something else to note is that now it appears that Solana is copying what Ethereum did in 2017. So Ethereum is following Bitcoin in 2017, and Solana is following what Ethereum did in 2017. So now I overlaid this fractal. This is Ethereum price chart from 2016 to the 2017 run-up. Remember, this is the first time in early 2017, the first alt season ever, and then we had the final blow off the top when ETH topped almost $1,500 back in the day. Now, I actually took this fractal and overlaid it on the Solana price chart. Now, this is where it gets a little sloppy. I am speculating here, so I'll just hide that. But trying to gauge, where is that blow off top for Solana? Have we reached it? Do we have a little bit more of an upside? Are we still battling around this level? Do we still have additional pops in the future? And now, after seeing this data, I want to be focused on finding alts that are yet to do what Solana has done. Can we find alts that are down here? Per the fractal, can we find other alts that have yet to even run? Because FYI, Solana is a beast. From the bottom down here, it's done over a 170x ROI. I'm not saying I'm going to find a 170x return, but can I find other assets that have nice 500% moves? Can I find other assets that maybe have some 20x potential pops in the future? Yes. So we're going to do our best. And if you guys find any interesting alts, please tag me on Twitter and I will keep my eyes peeled. Now, something interesting to note, this is Ethereum on the top, and I just wanted to show you this analysis because this could actually apply to all of the alts in this market to some extent. Okay, so now something interesting as well, and I know you guys have seen this many times, is swing high, swing low, drag it over, and we see it, Ethereum perfectly topping out at the 4.236 Fibonacci extension. Massive shout out to Blockchain Backer getting me to use this 4.236 along with the 702. Both are magic. So, topping out and then rolling over on itself. Well, let's see how Solana has performed. And keep in mind, we can overlay and kind of look and speculate on where we think Solana could be. Is it topped out? I personally have no idea, and I'm trying to gauge that myself. So from this high to the low, dragging over, and this is pretty interesting. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see this a bit more. So as best I can, swing high, swing low, topping out at the 4.236, calming back down and back testing the 2618, and then breaking above and beyond yet again. So overall, this has been a lot more powerful than ETH, per the Fibonacci retracement tool. So the question is, are we just somewhere around here for Solana? Do we have a little bit more upside? Either way, I do believe assets inevitably will roll over on themselves, so the higher they go, the more risky it gets. Interesting to see that we had this type of move right here at the 127, same thing at the 127, and it is following quite a bit. So what if this part is actually just Ethereum drawing a bit more here? We get a final push. Entirely possible. So now going back to this fractal with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so now back on the Bitcoin and Ethereum price chart really quick, and we'll get into the XRP information. I just wanted to show you this macro look that a lot of people are looking at as best I can, and swing low, and then dragging it all the way over. And remember, we're going to use the 236 right here as the swing high. So we're going to drag it up, 236 on the top. And did we top out at the 4.236? Absolute magic. So using the 236 as swing high, and then it rolls over on itself yet again. And keep in mind, there was a massive bear market after reaching that 4.236, rolling over on itself, and then finally blasting above and beyond those targets. So let's see how Ethereum's measured up. So swing high, swing low, we're going to drag it over. As you can see, we are just shy of the 3618, and the 4.236 Fibonacci extension would be around $6,000 per Ethereum. Now, I know many people are bullish with this London upgrade. essentially designed to just push price up for Ethereum. But you just never know, because when the masses think and expect one thing to happen, you always have to be ready for the opposite to occur. Now, something crazy to note is this isn't using the 236, so let's give you some Moonboy predictions or longer-term price targets for Ethereum, and using the 236 as the swing high, swing low. Where is that 4.236 now? So now that pushes, let's see, the 1618 at $9,000. The 3618 is $20,000, and the 4.236 is about $23,500 for Ethereum. I'm not giving financial advice and not giving any price targets here, just showing you what Bitcoin did. And so now just overlaying these assets using the 236 to the swing high, we can see that we're battling through these retracements since we obviously moved up the retracement tool. And it still does look pretty similar, so extremely interesting. I would love nothing more for this market to just keep going up and up and up, but we have to be realistic. So just wanted to show you how they're battling through those retracements, whereas ETH is as well. And the most bullish case that I could see is up to those higher targets. And I know you guys know my philosophy that I always repeat from Zig Ziglar. Expect the best, prepare for the worst, and capitalize on what's to come. And meanwhile, the XRP price chart is sitting well below retracements, coiling up like a freaking slingshot, reminding me of Ethereum when it was battling those $600 price levels at the 382 Fibonacci retracement, before going on the parabolic run, creating another all-time high price and reaching these golden levels. Anywhere from $4, an all-time high price, to maybe even $15. And that's not considering using the 236 to the swing high like we did for Ethereum. And as you can see, Ethereum is in a very interesting territory at that 786 yet again. To take a look at XRP with the 236, that takes it up to 50 or 60 bucks using those gold extensions, or the 786 is about $10 for XRP. Now we're going to listen to this quick clip of Real Vision Finance discussing the Bitwise index bringing hundreds of millions of dollars into XRP, shared by Andrew Zell and Fudverse.
Interesting about XRP is there is quite a lot of use cases. Now, I know a bunch of Bitcoin people hate it. It's not decentralized enough. I don't care. It's, are people using it? Yes, a lot more than most people realize. And what's amazing about this setup is you can't buy it on any of the exchanges. And it's not in the Bitwise ETF. The Bitwise ETF is now $1 billion. The Bitwise index is, the top 10 index is $1 billion. So the moment XRP is freed, they have to buy a few $100 million of it. So the moment XRP is freed, they have to buy a few $100 million of it, as everybody else can, because the exchanges will have it back. So you're setting up for a hell of a nice run if this clears up.
Last time I checked, XRP is still in the top 10 of digital assets, and one of the few assets in the top 100 with actual utility and year-over-year growth and adoption. I want to give a massive shout out to Real Lisa Daily, All the Money. This is a great 9-minute clip of Ralph from Real Vision Finance discussing the Bitcoin cycle and psychology. Basically going on to say that since everybody believes we have a blow-off top moment in November or December, we have to err on the side of caution and maybe even expect the opposite to occur. And he's emphasizing that the users of the cryptocurrency are also the owners, so there's vested interest. And so he believes that we may just have a market sell-off now before the market rips up again. And he quotes to call it the path of most pain. In this video, he explains his thoughts on what institutions will do since they work on a quarterly basis, and basically also gives the look that this bullish cycle lasts until March or June of 2022. Also, guys, check out this Flare Finance Samurai NFT non-fungible token #1 on OpenSea. This is from my buddy Red Eye Jedi, or Red Eye NFTs. Be sure to check it out. I really like the look of this as we are edging ever closer to the launch of Flare Networks. We even have Rob Art right here. From bear market bottom, XRP pumped 1,850% from 10 cents to $1.96. From the current low of 51 cents, another 1,850% pump would put XRP at $10. Seems like we have a bunch of confluences at that double-digit price for XRP. Again, $7 to $13 region. That puts market cap at $500 billion, so half a trillion. We already know that Bitcoin is above a $1 trillion market cap, and Ethereum is at $500 billion. And remember, XRP is the only asset in history to have ever flipped Ethereum more than once. So Ethereum's at 500 bill, Bitcoin's over a trill, and XRP is the only coin that ever flipped both. Love this. Also wanted to touch on the agenda shared by XRP Crypto Wolf. We have Ripple Swell Global 2021 scheduled for the first day. We can see some discussions by Brad Garlinghouse. Panel discussion on blockchain and crypto assets for cross-border payments. The impact of DeFi on globalization. RippleNet product overview, which I would like to get a look at. And look at this. We have next generation of cryptocurrencies interview with Sam Bankman-Fried. This is the CEO of FTX, the largest crypto derivatives exchange, and this gentleman's net worth is 10 times that of Jamie Dimon, who is the CEO of JP Morgan. So Sam, side by side with David Schwartz. Absolutely beautiful. And then here's the 10th, shared by XRP Crypto Wolf, so thank you for just posting this on Twitter. We can see the former CFTC commissioner speaking. We can see the Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan, remember, a new RippleNet partner in the central bank. And latest trends, DeFi and NFT. So I'm hoping they touch on that $250 million creator fund, along with, what was it, that other $44 million fund. So nonetheless, big things are happening. Curious to see if there's any big announcements that may have an effect on the price. Whether you believe that it's already priced in or not, just wanted to share. In other news, Grayscale, as the digital asset ecosystem continues to grow, so does our list of assets under consideration. This week, we have AVAX with Avalanche. Remember, their consensus is part of Flare Networks, and Terra Luna have joined that list. Grayscale Investments currently exploring the potential of these new products. Next up, guys, so this is something I was tweeting, and this is what I was referencing. So in October alone, DEX, decentralized exchange trading volume across the board, not just the XRP ledger, was over $80 billion. Now, I'm curious to see how these figures grow. Of course, they were topping much higher previously during that previous high of the market in May, but I just want to show you some of the data right here. So in October, right here, trading volume, almost $89 billion, and this is according to the block crypto. Now, if we go back to even just last year, or even actually zoom out to the beginning of 2020, the trading volume was, look at this, almost non-existent at 600 million. And then even right here with February, we can see Synthetics was one of the big ones. Their total trading volume over the DEX was just over $1 billion, 1.5 bill. Fast forward to today, in just a year and a half, we're at 80, and of course topping out here at one of the all-time high prices for total DEX volume at almost 200 billion. Now, I've seen a variety of figures elsewhere, but we can even say right here 160 bill. That is gigantic, and I believe that DEX trading volume will go into the trillions in the future. The trillions. Don't believe it? Well, just wait and watch. This is the future. Now, of course, there's still going to be some centralized exchange trading volume. DEXs will be getting a portion of this pie as this market continues to grow. Common DEXs include Uniswap, SushiSwap, Cake, anything in between. And keep an eye on Lattice Exchange, LTX. That's the name that everyone will know. Next up, by Wrath Economist. So I know the other day we touched on Lulu Exchange partnered with Ripple. Massive. Well, guess what? Looks like Ripple partners TerraPay and Lulu Exchange now are partnered together as well. Also, Al Ansari Exchange in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, guys. This is a massive foreign exchange, a Forex exchange, and then Money Match also partnered. These are both RippleNet partners. Now, both exchanges are in the UAE and the Middle East, focused on the MENA region, the second largest source of remittances, according to the World Bank, guys, where Ripple's regional headquarters is in this DIFC right in Dubai. Thank you for sharing, Wrath, and let's look at this. Ripple headquarters, the DIFC, the Dubai International Financial Center. There are hundreds of well-established FIs, financial institutions, in this ecosystem. Highly recommend looking at this. Even right here, FinTech Ripple chooses the DIFC for regional headquarters, right before the SEC lawsuits, strategically moving. So I highly recommend. Just wanted to go over this yet again because a lot of newcomers do not realize how big this is. So an Ethereum price chart using some iffy wicks from back in the day as well, but just kind of showing these obvious trends. And we also have triangles, which are my favorite. And we can see that we are slowly pushing up. This is a giant cup and handle pattern forming, and curious to see what happens next. Of course, zooming in on this triangle, drawing a Fibonacci retracement, the 127 is right at 5100, which also aligns with a lot of other targets and confluences. Also shared by Stellar, guys, Protocol 18, the upgrade has officially been complete. And as covered in previous videos, they're introducing these AMMs. And what are AMMs? That's a tongue twister. Automated market makers on Stellar's blockchain. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. To quote the 2021 roadmap, improving liquidity is an essential part of the 2021 growth plan. The ability to efficiently convert assets is what enables varied use cases and actors to interact with one another on Stellar. Also shared by Jordan Harry as well with Flare Networks, guys. Read this. The 4 blockchains Flare will connect have a collective market capitalization of over $150 billion. If they somehow merged, it would instantly become the number 3 blockchain, decentralized finance, creating interoperability. Now, this goes in line with a quote I want to share right here. Money will go where it is easiest to flow. The more bridges, the more on-ramps, the more ways to connect these access ways that are built, the better for cryptocurrency. It really is like water, and this is how finance and value interacts as well. Same can be said about anything, including data. The flood is coming. The flood is coming, and to quote State Street, one of the world's largest custodians holding approximately 10% of all the world's wealth, we are talking trillions, has been quoted to say, the digital asset space, cryptocurrency, tokenized equities will trickle, 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 then flood. The legacy infrastructure today is like a closed silo. It's basically closing itself off from the changing world of finance and innovation, almost like a beaver dam. It's preventing itself from being open. Overall, open payments will be victorious. Alright guys, we're going to finish up with this, shared by Johnny Lawrence. Check out this visualization of XRP transfers. This is an old GIF that he did in fact make back in 2019, but I love this. Cross-currency exchange. Just think of all these fiat currencies being transferred via XRP. Even crypto assets can be actually exchanged on the XRP ledger. So absolutely love this. Be sure to go give Johnny Lawrence a follow right here. All links can be found in the video description, and until next time.